Welcome to our practice. So we're going to start standing. Let's anchor our feet. Notice how they feel against the mat. Notice our connection to the earth. Might want to close our eyes for a moment and just feel that. Today we're going to focus on patience. So patience, we've heard, been called a virtue. It's actually more than that. That's a complete understatement. Patience can come with practice. Patience comes with continuing to try, but respecting where we are right now. Today we're going to practice honoring our bodies with any limitations, any injuries. And work into the practice with compassion for ourselves and our bodies. So let's bring our arms up to the sky. We take a deep inhale and exhale. Feel ourselves even more rooted into the earth. Again, feel that inhale come up through the top of the head as we completely fill our lungs. And exhale, it all comes out through the bottoms of our feet. One more time. Take an inhale. Fully extend that breath to the sky. And full exhale out through the feet. Let's take the arms up to the sky. We're going to take ourselves in a side bend to the left. Exhaling. Come back up on an inhale. Other way. Bring the hands up to the sky. Inhale. On the exhale, hands behind our head, opening the chest. Let's do a little baby back bend on an inhale, and then swan dive, exhale into fold, keeping the knees soft. Let's rise up to a flat back airplane, arms look aside and behind us, and then go back to fold. Rise back up to standing, inhale. We're going to the other side on a side bend, exhaling. Come back up on an inhale. Other way, exhale. Arms up, inhale, open the chest, hands behind us on the exhale. Lift the heart, lift the throat, inhale, little back bend, and swan dive to an exhale. Halfway up to airplane, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's do it again, root down, inhaling. I'm going to side bend, going to my left, inhale. Up, breathing in. Other way. Inhaling, hands behind my head, opening my chest. Little back bend on the inhale, swan dive, exhale. Airplane, flat back. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, inhale. Other direction, one more time. We're going to the right, inhale. Reaching up. Exhale, open that side body. Inhaling, hands behind the head, exhale. Use the glutes as we take our hearts up and exhale, fold forward. Halfway to airplane, inhale. Exhale, fold, and root down, rise up. This time, we're going to go into a chair, exhaling. Come to a flat back, hands on thighs, inhaling. Tuck the tailbone under, cat stretch, exhale. Heart forward, cow. Exhale, cat. Cow. And this time, tuck the tailbone under and all the way stack our spines to standing. Again, rise up. I'm going to show you from the side this time. Exhale, chair. Flat back, inhale to cow. Tuck under, cat. Forward, cow. Exhale, cat. Last time, inhaling. Tuck the tail, rise all the way up. One more time. Inhale, chair, flat back. Inhaling, cow. Exhale, tuck, cat. Inhale the cow. And round all the way up to standing. We're putting all of those together this time. Inhaling, bend to the left. Exhale, open the side body. Come on up, inhale. Other way. Rise up, hands behind the head, exhale. Back bend, open the heart. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway up to airplane. And fold. Rise up to an inhale and sit into chair. Flat back, cow. Exhale, cat. Forward inhale, cow. Roll all the way to standing. One more time. Put it all together. Inhale. We're bending to the right this time. Open the side body. Come up, inhale. Other way. Hands behind the head. Opening the chest. Back bend on the inhale. And swan dive. Come up halfway to airplane. And down and fold. Root down, rise up, inhale. Sit low into chair. Flat back, inhale, look out. Into cow. Tuck under into cat. One more time, cow, tailbone to ceiling. And roll all the way to standing, standing, standing. Rise up, inhale. And let's go back to that mountain pose. Feeling grounded to the earth. Feeling a little bit warm. And ready to begin. So let's turn to the side. I'm going to take my arms up on an inhale. Swan dive forward to fold. And pause there. I'm going to step my left foot back into a low lunge. Pausing. Rising up on the inhale. Exhale. Still breathing. Having patience if I may be losing my balance. I have patience with this place. I can adjust my feet so they're more narrow. I can bend deeper or I can bend less. Dive forward. Take your back hand, put it on the hip. Turn the elbow to face the back and start to follow it. So the elbow's facing back. Once again, we can reach the arm this way. We can reach the arm this way. It's what feels best. And then untwist. We're having patience in the process. And step forward. Rise up, inhale. Swan dive, exhale, fold. Hands on the mat. Step the back foot all the way back. Draw the shoulders down, rise up. Exhaling, sink. Also, we can drop the back knee if that feels better. Hands can stay on the ground. It's having faith in the process and patience with ourselves. Diving forward. Let's put that same hand at the hip and look over the shoulder. Once again, we can reach back. We can reach up. There's no right or wrong. Except we're allowing our bodies to guide us. Not trying to have anybody else's body right now. Unfold. And step feet together. Rise up on the inhale. Sit down into chair. Rise up again. Sit into chair. Once more. Inhaling up, 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 up. And maybe a little bit lower in chair. Tailbone tucked, heart open, neck long. Looking out at the horizon. And let's fold. Step back to plank. And then boosting our hips. First down dog. Pedaling out the feet. Now again, our heels don't have to be touching. Our knees don't have to be straight. Your down dog is your down dog. Whatever it looks like. Come forward to plank. Boost back to down dog. And to plank. No, so now from plank, we're going to lower our knees so slowly. Uncurl the toes. Maybe the hands need to come a little closer as we pull them in. And let's lower all the way to the mat. And rise up into cobra. Shaking our heads. And come on down. Do that again. Lifting up. Breathing in. Shoulders back. And lower. One more time. Come on up. Up, up, up. Your cobra might look different than mine. Curl the toes. Boost the hips by bending the knees just a little bit to start. And then lift up to a down dog.
So we're going to go through that vinyasa flow. Coming forward, you can stay on the toes or lower to the knees as we take ourselves down. Rise up to cobra. Boost the hips to the ceiling. One more time. Forward breathing in. Knees or toes. Take ourselves all the way down. Rise up. Boosting the hips. And pause in down dog. So you'll notice I went down with my knees. I'm being patient with myself because my shoulders hurt. So I'm honoring those and doing what's best for my body. Breathing is what's best for my body right now. Coming forward to plank. Let's just hold that. Pushing the mat away, drawing the shoulders down and keeping our neck long. Breathe. I'm coming back to down dog. But this time I'm going to lift my right leg to the ceiling. Breathe. Come to plank. Bring the knee with me. Exhale. Bring it back up. And then leave it there. Bending the knee. Turning the knee to the side and the heel to the opposite wall. This is a hip opener. Breathing into the hip. Then square it up again and come back to down dog. Let's lift the other leg. Lift it long. Take a breath in. Come forward to plank, bringing it with us. Come back up and hold it. Bend the knee. So my knee faces the back wall. My heel faces the front. And I'm breathing into the hip. And feeling what is right for my body. Might need to let go a little bit. Might need to maybe bring my heel to the other side a little bit more. And then extend the leg. Come on down to down dog. Let's go through one vinyasa flow, or you're welcome to stay where you were. In down dog. Come on up. We'll all meet in down dog. Breathing. I'm going to look up at my hands and then jump or walk my feet into fold. Rise up to that airplane, inhale. Exhale, fold. Press down to rise up, inhaling. And I'm going to step my right foot back into a warrior one. So my back foot is pivoted to about a 45-degree angle. And breathe. Opening the chest. So I'm going to turn to face you. Stay where you are, just so you can see what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take the opposite hand behind me, opposite of my front knee, and then bend the other hand, and it comes back behind me. Cow face arms. Stay there. Breathing, breathing, breathing into this place, opening the chest, looking out and up. Let the arms go. Take a breath in. Turn to face the front in a 5-pointed star. Feet are 10 and 2. I put my hands on my hips and dive forward into a straddle fold. Let your head go. Let it hang heavy. And then bend side to side. Side to side. And we'll hold it to the left. And we'll come back and we'll hold it to the right. Back to center. I'm going to put my hands just above my knees, bending my knees in a straddle stance and standing up safely, taking the arms out. I'm going to take my left hand, cartwheel it over into fold, stepping down. Straight legs or bent knees. Rise up to airplane, inhaling. Exhale, fold. Root down, rise up, inhaling. And this time I'm going to step my left foot back in a warrior one. Opening the heart. Breathing still. So now, the left elbow is going to bend. So it's the opposite of the bent knee. And the other arm's going to come around to the back. I'm going to turn to show you. It looks like this. Cow face arms. Open up the heart, look ahead. Wherever your heart is looking, that is where your eyes are looking. Your hands may touch, they may not touch. We're going to have patience with that process.
Take the arms up, inhale. Turn to face the front in a 5-point star. Once again, hands on the hips. And hinge forward. Into a straddle fold, let the head hang heavy. Your feet might want to come a little wider, they might want to come a little narrower, but bend side to side. Next time we get to the right side, we'll hold it. Maybe walk the hands over to that side of the mat. Maybe push that knee open with our elbow. And then walk back to the middle, bending the left knee, pushing the knee back, maybe with the elbow. And then walk back to the center. We're going to bend our knees, hands on thighs, safely stand up. Arms out to the side, take a breath in. The right hand is going to reach over to the opposite ankle, reaching my ribs towards the thigh, looking up at my top hand. And again, this can rest on the back if that feels better. Rise up to standing, inhaling. Other side, hand to opposite ankle. Looking up at the back hand. Or just bring the knee to the nose, or the nose to the knee. Ribs to thigh. Breathe. Rise back up to standing, inhaling. Take the right hand up and over, step into a fold. Yeah, knees soft. Come up to an airplane, inhale. Exhale, fold. Step back to down dog. Notice where your down dog is now. Notice that with practice and patience, maybe you're a little deeper into that. Breathing in. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift the back leg, inhaling. Bring it through, help it through, that's what I need. Pivot the back foot, rise back up to a warrior one. Notice both feet firmly on the mat. The back foot has the back edge of the foot firmly on the mat. Hold it there. We're going to pivot the back foot into warrior two. So it's now parallel with the short back edge of the mat. Pause. Drawing the shoulders down, reaching long, looking out over the middle front finger. Turn the front palm up. Reverse warrior. Your back hand can be running down your thigh. You can set it on your back. You can gaze up, you can gaze forward, you can gaze down. Find what fits your body. Come back through warrior two. Let's go to side angle. We're breathing. Extended side angle works too. Down further works too. Shorter bend in the knee works too. Whatever fits your body. Come back to warrior two. We're going to straighten the front leg, reaching as far forward as we can. Let the arms fall wherever that is in this triangle. Again, we can be looking up, we can be looking front, we can be looking down, whatever fits. And then I'm going to square my hips. With the straight leg in front, it's a pyramid. You might want to jump your feet a little closer, adjust what needs to be adjusted. I'm going to put my hands on my hips because I don't have room to extend them, but shift the weight to the front leg. Maybe tap the back toe, lifting the back leg, rise to warrior three. You can be extended with your arms beside your ears. Hold it, hold it, hold it, warrior three. And then I'm going to lower my arms to the ground and bring my leg a little higher for balancing splits. Hold it, hold it, hold it. With control, bend the front knee, step back to warrior two. Front hand comes up and over. Nicely done. Turn to face the front. Hands on hips. Hinging forward. Hands on the mat, straddle splits. Let's walk the hands forward. I'm going to be in straddle plank. Woo! Good look. All right, straddle plank. Boost the hips. Now it's straddle down dog.
come on back. And then we'll walk the hands back to the mat into a straddle fold, letting the head hang heavy. Now let's put the hands on the thighs again. Bend the knees, open the chest to stand up safely. Hand side, I'm gonna bring my left hand up and around, cartwheel into fold. Rise up into airplane and fold. Root into the feet to rise up. I'm gonna step my front foot back in warrior one. And wherever that warrior one takes you. Breathing into it. Feel the back edge of the back foot. So we're not rolling in. Pivot the back foot. Let's go to warrior two. Shoulders down, looking out over that front finger. Feeling the strength. Practicing patience with ourselves. So if this is just like, I can't take it anymore, ease up. Have compassion for our own unique bodies. Let's turn the front palm up. Reverse warrior. And once again, I told you this bothers my shoulders. So I might just put my hand on my hip. Use our wisdom. Come back to warrior two. And side angle. So side angle really is my obliques holding me up. This is just here to get it out of the way. If I could, with good form, come down further, I could. Some people want to bind. Please don't force yourself into any position. But this is hardly any weight. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Reaching forward. And come into triangle. And in triangle pose, my shoulders are stacked, as well as my hips. We might want to readjust our feet as we square up for pyramid. Jump in closer if you'd like. Back is flat. Pyramid might be here. Pyramid might be lower. But I'm trying to reach energy out through the crown of my head. Jump the back foot in a little bit, bending the front knee. I'm going to put my hands on my hips because I don't have room. Lift the back leg. Energetically feel the tension in that leg as we extend it, reaching it long. Abs are in, crown of the head is long. And I'm going to bring my arms to the ground as I take my leg maybe a little higher into balancing splits. Let's slowly stand up. Step the back foot way back. Warrior one. Facing the front, 5-point star. And straddle fold again. Okay, so from straddle fold, I'm going to walk my feet a little closer to each other. Maybe a little wider than hip width apart. And then I'm going to keep my knees and toes turned out at 10-2. And I'm going to sit down into maybe what's going to be a prayer squat. And I say, nope, I need to be closer. So I'm going to readjust. I'm going to sit down, opening my knees in a prayer squat. Feeling the tailbone sink down as my crown of my head reaches up to the sky. There's got tension between my knees. I'm pressing them open with my elbows. Breathing, breathing, breathing. And then I return my arms to the ground, rise up, hands on hips, and stand up flat back. Nicely done. So I'm going to make my way down to the mat. I'm going to turn sideways just so you can see me, but you can face me. Boat pose. So hands behind the thighs. Keeping a relatively flat back, let's hinge back slightly. Bring one leg up, put it down, and keep moving with the other leg. And we're noticing here how our abdominals are now called into action, more than maybe before. So bring one leg up and leave it there. Find that place where we can balance, bring the other leg up. So this might be my boat pose.
My boat pose might be straight legs. My boat pose might be extended arms. Find the boat that is best for your body. Opening the chest. Always, always, always. We can be extended. We can be up here. We can be holding behind our thighs. But find a place to practice patience. Because I might want to come out of this right about now. Breathing still. And then we'll slowly lower both legs to the floor. Lift the arms, straighten the legs, hinge at the hips in seated forward fold. Nice and long. Nice and long. In the spine. And then rise up to staff. So in staff, it's just resting our arms lightly on the ground, energetically reaching out with our feet and crown of head to the sky. Feeling our thighs against the mat. Elongating our spine. Sitting tall. Breathing still, breathing still. And then we'll relax into this. As we come forward, we're going to slowly bring ourselves down to the mat. Now turn and face me. We're going to do side lying bow. So bring the knee to the front to where you can grab the ankle. And then bringing the leg behind, we're opening the front of the hip, pushing the shoelaces into our hand. So I don't know if you can see, but my arm is straight. We're trying to make a bow, and that bow is taut. So elbows are not going to be soft and bent. They're going to be straight because we're reaching the heel away from us. I'm just breathing into this. Breathing, breathing. And your bottom leg can be bent for more stability or straighten it. A little extra challenge. Stay there. Breathe into the hip. Feel it opening up. And then don't fight it. When I said push into the hand, yes, you're pushing into the hand, but you're not trying to tighten the quads. You're trying to release the quads. Soften wherever you can soften. And then I'm going to release it and push myself up. We're going to go into puppy pose. So, with the hips over the knees, let's walk our hands out. Resting the elbows on the ground, let's rest our forehead on the ground as well. So puppy pose is a little bit of a back bend. I'm reaching my chest down to the ground. And let's soften what we can soften. If this is hard on your elbows or your shoulders, bend your elbows a little bit more. You don't have to be as extended. Let's see if we can soften. Reaching our chest forward to the floor. Using patience to stay as long as we need to feel everything soften up. And then we'll bring the hands in a little closer, using the strength of our arms to push ourselves up. Let's do a little cat stretch. Just to stretch that out. And we're going to go back to side lying bow. So let's do the other side. Lay down. Your bottom knee can be bent or straight. Bring the leg to the front so you can grab your ankle or shoelaces and then take it to the back. So leg can be straight or bend at the bottom, whatever gives you a feeling of comfort and safety and challenge at the same time. It's a nice balance. So draw the shoulder down. Try to relax the shoulder. Try to keep the tension between the foot and the hand without tightening the muscles. What's happening in the glutes? Often I tell you to turn them on. Can I tell you to turn them off right now? We don't need them right now. Just relax. Feel a softening in the front of the thigh. And then we're going to release that and roll over onto our backs with our knees bent.
once again by bringing our heels in close, lifting up into a shoulder bridge. So once again, we're opening the front of the body. The puppy, the bow, and the bridge, we're opening up the front of the body. Breathing. Breathing. And then slowly, with control, we're going to lower our hips down to the ground. Let's bring the knees and everything to face the front. We're going to bring the arms one on top of the other. I'm going to bring my top arm up to the ceiling. The head can come down. And take my arm to the other side, rested on the floor. So once again, my chest is opening with that twist. Feel the shoulders soften. And adjust anything that needs to be adjusted. Some people like to take their arms up over their head and give a little bit different twist. Twists are good for our digestive system. Move stuff around. We'll bring our knees back to the middle and let them fall to the back. And I'm going to bring my arm with me. So everything's facing the back. The top arm comes up to the ceiling, and I'm going to rest it on the other side. Once again, settle. Settle into the mat. Do a body scan. What's tight that you don't have to have tight? Your thighs, are they tight? Let them go. Your face. You can let that go. Start to feel very, very heavy. And we'll bring our knees back to the center and pull them one at a time into the chest, maybe rocking side to side. Take our legs up. We're going to hold the outside of our knees with our hands and straddle the side. Our elbows are going to come to the mat or to the ground so that we can support our legs. So the elbows are down and our legs are hanging heavy. Feel safe. Your legs got to feel safe. That's why we're supporting them. In order for the inner thighs to let go. And stop holding on to the tension. Let's bring the legs together. Hold them up for just a breath or two. With our arms heavy on the mat. We'll put our feet on the ground, getting ready for Shavasana. So if you feel some tension in your back, keep your knees bent. And if you're okay, straighten out the legs. Turn the palms up. And notice from the crown of your head into your eyes and cheeks and jaw are relaxing. Maybe your jaw drops open. Feel the tension of your neck leave out through your shoulders, down through your fingertips. Your arms become very, very heavy. Notice the chest, the upper back, the hips, the hip flexors in the front. Feel those releasing their tension all the way out through the toes as you relax your knees and your ankles and your feet. We are safe. And in this place, we can practice patience. we're practicing total relaxation so that when life gets stressful and we have a quick reaction to an action, we can maybe lengthen that out so that from action to reaction is a little bit longer, because we can go to this place of peace and stillness and calm because we have practiced getting there. So as we settle into the mat, notice the calm that we can get back to at any moment. Start to turn our attention to our breath. Start to move a little bit. Maybe stretch. Maybe wiggle. And then let's roll to our side and we'll stay there for a few breaths. And keeping our eyes closed, we'll push up to a seated position. Whatever is comfortable for you, whatever that means to you. And notice the hips on the ground, notice the thighs maybe on the ground. Notice the breath. A love note to my body. First of all, I want to say thank you for the heart you kept beating even when it was broken, for every answer you gave me in my gut, for loving me back even when I didn't know how to love you, for every time you recovered when I pushed you past your limits, and for this day. I am here in this moment to honor the body that I have today, to work with any limitations, to work with any injuries, and to fully accept myself in this present moment. As we let that sink into the cells of our body, hopefully we'll be able to come back to it at another time. Let's take a deep breath. That healing energy, inhaling, exhale, hands at heart center. Put it into our heart. May you have love. May you have peace. And may you be happy. Namaste.